Hello everyone, Neorashi here. Been a while since I made one of these, so I decided to make one of these. Uh, Compared to my last video, uh, I there's a few games I no longer have because I traded them in. But overall, I still have a bit more games than I used to. I currently have 53, I believe, games. But I have 54 bucks because one of the games doesn't have an actual cartridge. Like it was a box, but no cartridges in it. So let's start right away. And my first game is actually the one without a cartridge, Overwatch Legendary Edition, which I play quite a bit with my brother. Next is Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. Comes with Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. Next is Assassin's Creed Rebel Collection, which comes with Black Flag and Rogue. Probably my two favorite Assassin's Creed games. Next is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I start to play a bit more lately. But I haven't got the booster pack yet. Next is Octopath Traveler, a game I really haven't played a lot. I still only have like four of the 8 character. I have this one, and these two right here. All right, next is Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. Yeah, pretty good Final Fantasy game. Not the best, but still pretty good. Next is the Collection of Mana and Trials of Mana remake. Definitely one of the best remake Square Enix made. Alright, next is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Probably the best Donkey Kong Country game. Or at least the best of the two, like, Returns duology, if we can call it that. Alright, next is the Atelier Mysterious Trilogy. Also came with the original soundtrack download code, and the digital art book are within the cart, which is a nice touch. Next is Atelier Lulua, the Scion of Harlan. Definitely one of my favorite Atelier game. And on the other side of the spectrum, Atelier Riza, Ever Darkness and the Secret Idol. Probably one of my least favorite, definitely my least favorite Atelier game. Next is Nelki and the Legendary Alchemists, Atelier of the New World, which is a pretty bad game. I mean, it feels like lower quality version of like Harvest Moon and stuff like that. I feel like there's so little thing you can control. I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't get too far into the game. Next is RPG Maker MV, which I almost never played on. Well, I mean, I almost only play other people's games, not mine. I don't like build my own, which is too bad, I guess. Next is Super Mario 3D All-Star, which I have since the release date. Next is Star Wars Pinball, which is a pretty awesome pinball game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution, and I still haven't opened, unsealed the cards that come with it, so I don't even know what the other two monsters are. So yeah. Next is Hyrule Warrior Definitive Edition and Fire Emblem Warriors, which both are pretty good game made by Team Ninja. Next is Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition, pretty good pretty good Tales game. Next is Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Definitely one of the best open world game you can get on the Switch. Except maybe Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is definitely better, but this is definitely more immersive. But gameplay-wise, Breath of the Wild is better. Next is The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3, which comes with quite a bit of stuff. And one of my newer edition, but not quite newest. I don't know. I don't think I had it last time I played, made one of these videos. But I also have Trails of Cold Steel 4, which I haven't touched yet. I did put the cart in my Switch and download the patch, but I haven't downloaded any of the DLC and stuff like that. So yeah. So second pile out of 3, and then it's gonna be like the limited and special edition. Metroid Dread, probably the best Metroid game ever. I haven't beat the game yet, but I did reach the final boss. Next is Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, sorry about that. Which I haven't beat yet, but it is a pretty good game, and it comes with a lot of stuff, as you can see. I also have the game on the PS4. Next is The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Awesome game. If you like the original Ace Attorney games, this is definitely something you should get. This is basically the game mostly plays the same, except in the late 1800 instead of early 2000s. Next is Pokemon Legend Arceus, another pretty good semi-open world game. I really like it so far. I haven't beat it, but I did reach the 5th area of the game. Next is Pokken Tournament DX, and also have the Season Pass, so this is a lie. I actually have 23 battle Pokemon. The next two are Pokemon Sword and Shield. I have the Season Pass for Shield, but not for Sword, although I may get it for Sword at some point. I don't know. Next is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, which I haven't gotten Shining Pearl yet. I will at some point, because this is a pretty good remake. Definitely not on the same level as Heart Gold Soul Silver or well, actually any of the remake before. But still a good way to play Gen 4 without the slowness of the actual Gen 4. Next is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, probably the worst mainline Pokemon games. I also have the Pokeball Plus. Alright, then last pile. This one is my most recent purchase. Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom Prince Edition. This game runs surprisingly well. Maybe it's because of the patch I downloaded when I got the game. But for a PS4 game, there's definitely some graphical downgrades on the Switch, but it definitely runs really well. I haven't gotten to any slowdown. It runs at pretty consistent 30 FPS. Next is Galgun Returns. I've played this game and got 2 of the 4 good but not perfect ending. I got this girl's and this girl's good endings. Still missing a couple endings. Next is Galgun Double Peace, which I also have on the PS Vita. And they didn't make the same mistake they did with the PS Vita version. And yeah, the Japan most outrageous shooter is here. It says includes DLCs in new opening movie, but it doesn't include all the DLCs. It doesn't include the Pheromone Z DLC, which is a shame. Alright, next is Galgun 2, which I also have physically on the PS4 and digitally on the Switch. I got it because it was not too expensive. And it saves me a couple gigs on my memory card as well. Another game I bought just to save place on my memory card because I have the digital version, PGA Tour 2K21. And this one, like, it was used but like $22. Hard to say no to a pretty good golf game. Next is Senran Kagura Peach Ball, which is a pretty lacking pinball game, but it is definitely a good one. It's just like the fact that there's only two boards is what I don't like about this game. And there's also like only out of the 20-something girls, there's only 5 you can play as. That is lame. Alright, next is Bravely Default 2, which is a pretty amazing RPG, but I never got far into the game because I have a huge backlog. Next is Rocket League. Rocket League Ultimate Edition. I only got this because of all the DLCs that come, because otherwise I would just get the free version. Because at this point, even even with a physical game, there has been so many updates that even with a physical game takes like 14 gigs on my Switch, which is quite a lot for a physical game. Next is Rayman Legends Definitive Edition, one of the best Rayman game of all times. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which is a pretty good RPG, but I never got super far. I got to chapter 3 or 4, so unless the last chapters are super long, I maybe have done like 30% of the main game. I think there's 10 chapters. Anyway, next is Lego City Undercover. I only got this because I wanted to play this game portably, because this is definitely one of the better Lego games. Next is Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, complete edition, which comes with both the first and second game. And you have access to the second game's exclusive Digimon in the first game this time around, which is a pretty nice bonus. And last but not least, an import game, Eurocamp, or Laid Back Camp if you prefer the English name. Have a nice day. I don't know why this part is in English. The game is 100% in Japanese, like no English text whatsoever, except like here, Nintendo Switch Online. I don't even know why it's mentioned Nintendo Switch Online, because this game doesn't have any DLCs, and it's single player. Oh well. Alright, next is the special limited first day whatever edition. First is Giraffe and Hanika, which is not that great of a game, but I mostly got it because I heard the music was great, and it does come with a CD, and I agree, the music is great in this game. And the art style is nice, even if the game isn't that great, the art style is super cute and I like it. Next is Akiba Strip, Hellbound and Debrief 10th Anniversary Edition. I also have this same edition on the PS4. It comes with quite a bit of stuff, like a book, a CD. I think it's like more than one CD. And the book is pretty thick, and it also has art style of like the second game, like you can see Rin here. Alright, play. Oh, I didn't put the game. I didn't put my game case correctly, so that's why I didn't want to close. Alright, next is Gun Gun Pixies, which comes with the. I think this one just comes with the hard book. That's why the box isn't all that big. Our World is Handed. I actually haven't even played this game yet. But I did open it to download any patch if there was, and This game didn't come with the promised keyring, which is a bit sad, and it was sealed, so it's not like the store who sold it to me didn't like steal the game, steal the keyring or anything. All right, next is my biggest box. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Master Edition, which I had since day one, so I've had this one for a bit over 5 years now. Next is not my biggest, but my heaviest box. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Works set. The reason why it's so heavy is because it comes with a huge book. Like you can see, the book here is very large, and it goes like at least until here, I think. It's a really large book. Alright, only 2 games left. Rune Factory 4 Archival Edition, which I've had since day one. And another game I have since day one is actually the sequel to this game. The box isn't as good. Well, the Rune Factory 5 Earthmade Edition box isn't as good. However, the steelbook that comes with it is absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you. This is the back of the box, which is okay. It already looks good, but the front is amazing. I'm not even a huge fan of the series, but this is definitely one of the best looking boxes I have. And I have a couple of steelbooks. I have like the Pokemon Gen 7 steelbooks for both Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Anyway, that was all. That was all my Switch physical games. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll probably see you when I make my next manga collection video, which should come in about 3 or 4 days. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.